How's it going? See, we are live. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I know I did. Uh, so, I went ghost hunting at Waverly Hills Sanitarium in Kentucky over the weekend. And let me tell you, the place is extremely spooky. Um, you will feel things there, and there's bats. I have come to learn that I'm a little bit scared of bats because once the bats started flying at me, my whole demeanor on how I investigated changed. So you get real experiences, you feel the thousands of spirits that are there. It was definitely fun. I think that's a 10. Yeah, draw a card for myself and see where that leads. I got the 10 of wands, I do believe. Yeah. Okay. Here is my card for the week. 10 of wands. Okay. It says it's a warning that I am carrying the weight of too many responsibilities or doing everything yourself. It also indicates very close to reaching your goals. Uh, So yeah, the theme that I've been doing every single week with my readings is I'm burnout at work. That's why I took a vacation and went to Waverly Hills Sanitarium over the weekend, because my passion is ghost hunting, not bending wire. Okay, so I'm feeling crushed under the weight of my duties. It serves as a nudge to finish line and a sight you cannot keep going. It's unsustainable pace. Okay. So, delegate tasks, establish boundaries, and ask for help. You don't have to carry the whole load alone. Interesting. Hey, Gloria. Oh, my condolences. Sorry for your loss. That's awful. I hope it wasn't sudden and unexpected, because that's always worse, in my opinion, to lose someone very unexpectedly. But yeah, let's pull a card for you. I'm really, really sorry about your mom. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so Gloria, your card is the Knight of Pentacles. It's talking about a person, or it could be talking about yourself. Let's see what it's got to say. Okay, so the key words is hardworking, grounded, practical, and trustworthy. Um, Focuses on long-term results and consistent execution. It indicates that slow, steady effort over time will lead to a successful harvest. So, we'll be right there, Raymond. We're doing Gloria first. So, in love and relationships, it suggests a reliable and loyal partner, though they may take their time making emotional commitments. The focus is on building a secure, practical foundation together. If you had a question in particular, this is a yes card. So, let's dive a little deeper into what this could mean for you this week. Okay. Because the court cards are always something to explore. So, this person is responsible, persistent, protective, defensive, conservative, stubborn, and ambitious. Hard worker, finishing what you start, working with nature, working with what you got. making dreams and wishes come true, um, that getting back to nature. So, this is a common sense responsibility, practicality, hard working for what you want and finishing what you start. This is a wish card that signifies achieving your wishes or dreams through perseverance and determination. It can also represent being environmentally conscious or an animal lover. It can also signify defending and protecting your home, family, and those close to you. As a person, this is usually an adult between 20 and 35 years of age, usually a male. He is stable, reliable, loyal, and patient, ambitious, hardworking, and protective and honest. It can also be a conservative and a bit stubborn as well. So, with your mom passing away, this person might step in and kind of help you with the burdens of, the loss and the grieving, and might be like a right hand person for you. I'm thinking, yeah, I was thinking son. That's what I was getting. Maybe your sons will step up and really help you through this hard time that you're going through. Um, Okay, it says usually they may have been raised by a father figure who had difficulty showing affection. So the knight shows he cares by working hard to provide for the people he loves, much like the father or male role model in his life did. So they could be earth signs, like Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So let's go into the spirituality side because you did just lose your mom. It's a wish card as well. It tells you that your wishes will come true. If you are going through a spiritual upheaval, when this card appears, it tells you to take each challenge one step at a time, or you will overcome your obstacles. So, again, I'm really sorry for your loss, Gloria. That's got to be awful. But hey, thanks for popping in today and saying hi. Okay. Raymond, let's get you a love reading. And I do remember the last time I gave you a love reading, you got the happily ever after card. So let's see what's got in store for Raymond. Also, you probably all have to travel for funeral plans and stuff. That's always rough. Okay, Raymond. Okay, so might be a little rougher this time for you, Raymond. Two, four, six. You got the Eight of Swords, and it's reversed. Yeah. Okay. So, well, that's not too bad. Liberation is the main word, breaking free from self imposed mental traps and overcoming limiting beliefs. It represents removing a metaphorical blindfold to see your true potential and options, shifting away from the victim mindset to reclaim your personal power. So, escaping from sticky, oppressive, and isolation situations, clarifying, realizing that the blockages holding you back were just mental constructs, finding the courage to walk away from restrictive circumstances. So, specifically in about love, disentangling from a toxic dynamic or overcoming anxieties that you were clouding your judgment. So, if you're still single, maybe that doesn't apply, but maybe um, you're overcoming some self esteem issues and you're going to be able to build up to, mingle a little better. Um, so, let's dive a little bit deeper into what it means for the love. Okay. Newfound clarity, breaking free from imposed mental traps. Where the upright part of this card represents feeling stuck in fear or toxic dynamics. The reversal means the blindfold is coming off because, as you can see, the person is blindfolded. So it means the blindfold's coming off, empowering you or your partner to see the relationship clearly. For single people, you are likely letting go of past insecurities or unrealistic expectations that kept you isolated. This newfound mental freedom allows you to approach dating with a healthier, more confident perspective. So you remove the blindfold. You recognize your limitations are largely just in your head, um, challenging the old narratives that keep you in disempowered state. Avoid rushing things. Do not rush anything about love at all. Let it kind of blossom naturally and seek support if you need. While the reverse card usually signifies escape from freedom in deep or toxic, isolating scenarios, it can sometimes warn of intensified entrapment. If you feel unsafe, lean on professional or external systems to help you reclaim your independence. So the blindfold's coming off on yourself, Raymond, so you can feel a bit more freely to mingle and find someone that you really love. Hope that helps. And thanks for coming here today. Gloria, thank you for being here. I'm really sorry about your loss. Okay. So we are going to have a bunch of Waverly Hills videos coming out soon-ish, as soon as I can finish them. It's a lot of footage to go through. I have went through yesterday when I got home. I went through all the photo evidence. You're welcome, Raymond. And we caught some really strange things in the photos. I don't know if you've seen documentaries about Waverly Hills, but they have these creepy, creepy hallways and you can see shadow people peeking out of the doorways. I caught that in a couple of pictures, and I'm pretty sure my husband caught the creeper spirit in a photo that he took. But yeah, I am definitely more scared of bats than I am of ghosts. We found that out the easy way because all they had to do is swoop down. I wanted to get down on the floor. And I got to meet finally face to face the ghost brother, Dalen Spratt, because it was his event that we did and went to. So yeah, that was exciting and fun. It really was. Dalen's really down to earth, and he actually appears in one of my videos that I'll be putting out. He's just cameo. He's not ghost hunting with me or anything. He just kind of looking for somebody. But yeah, the creeper might not ever have been a patient there at Waverly Hills. We think he was kind of brought there because it was sat abandoned for years, and kids would go in and graffiti the place and do magic, I guess, trying to be witchcraft, and maybe they conjured something they shouldn't have. Or, like the old saying goes, child spirits, they can be easily manipulated by a darker spirit. And maybe the little boy ghost that they call Timmy has turned into the creeper. Who knows? It's a very spooky place. And I feel like some of the spirits are stuck there and can't leave. So be looking forward to those videos, people. Will you get some news in June? Well, let's find out. 2, 3, 4. Is that a 4 or a 5? Okay. Two, that was an 8. Okay. 8 of Cups. So you're particularly talking about if you will get news in June. Let's see. Cups, where are you, cups? Um, Generally, this is a no card. Let's see. Let's dive a little deeper into that. So it's generally the answer would be no for that one. Um, this is the card of courageous departure, emotional transition, and spiritual seeking. It represents the pivotal, often bittersweet moment when you realize a situation, a relationship, or a career is no longer fulfilling. You may be brave in making decisions to walk away in search of deeper meanings. This is the card of walking away, leaving behind what is familiar or comfortable because it no longer serves you in your highest good. Disillusionment, the realization that an endeavor or connection lacks emotional sustenance. And searching for truth, a journey inward or outward to find what is truly authentic to you. Leaving on good terms, the departure is rarely born out of anger, rather, it is an act of maturity and self respect. So, this serves as a permission to move on. You may have poured a lot of time, energy, and love into something or someone, but you have come to terms with the fact that it cannot be fixed or is simply no longer working. While this exit may be sad or scary, it is necessary for your personal growth. Yikes. Um, so, in love and relationships, that someone may be emotionally withdrawing from a partnership because they feel a lack of deep fulfillment often advises letting go of a relationship that has run its course, or it can be about career and finances, indicating that a job or career path has lost its meaning and encourages looking for a new opportunity that aligns with your passions and purpose rather than just chasing a paycheck. That's pretty deep, actually. I hope that was what you were looking for because, yeah, it's definitely a no if you're asking a yes or no question, but it's also a pretty eye-opening card if you're really stuck on something and you don't feel like it's good for you. It's probably not. So it's the card of walking away. But hey, thank you for being here, and I hope it gives you some insight to your week. Hi, Kevin. Okay, so we're trying to see if you're getting a job. Let's see. I'm doing great. Thanks for joining us this week. Okay. Two of Swords. Okay. Let's see here. It's reversed. Two Swords. So a yes or no, it typically means a yes for the Two of Swords. If you're asking a yes or no. Okay, so Two of Swords. Keeps getting stuck on the cups. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's also talking about difficult decisions, though. Okay. Mental stalemates and crossroads. So you're going to be at a crossroad. If you don't know what a crossroad is, it means you have a decision to make. Um, it represents being stuck between equally compelling or unappealing options, often required you to weigh your head and your heart without having the information you need. So the blindfold that the man, well, he don't really have a blindfold in this picture. This is a Buffy deck, so it might be a little different. We are talking about, yeah, Two of Swords, yeah. Um, Lack of clarity or a decision made without knowing all the facts. It asks you to trust your intuition instead of your intellect. So the crossed swords that he has in his hands symbolizes a mental block or a truce. You are carefully guarding your energy and trying to keep peace. Okay. So indicates an emotional undercurrent, but the rocky, partially hidden landscape, meaning not everything is as it seems. Really? Okay, okay, I see that. So I guess the landscape, let's put it up right. The landscape is partially hidden. So even if you do get this job, everything is not as it seems on the surface. Okay, if that makes sense. So this card signifies the stalemate could be ending, the blindfold coming off, and the path forward becoming clear. It means you're ready to stop avoiding the issue and make a definitive choice. Take action, even if the decision finally made for you is outside the circumstances. So it wants you to trust your intuition. When the facts aren't clear, look inside for the answer. Protect your energy. If external noise is pulling you in two different directions, step back and set some boundaries. And making a choice, any decision is often better than the permanent decision. Internal movement will help the bigger picture reveal itself. Okay, that's pretty interesting. But since you're talking about a career specifically, I can go to this section about career and finances. It's reversed. Let's see. So there's a conflict at work that may be causing you an overwhelming amount of stress and anxiety. It can indicate delays or postponements of projects or promotions. It can indicate that you are able to see a work problem clearly where you were blind to it before, and you will be able to make a positive step to resolve it. This card can indicate the truth being exposed, so dodgy deals or corrupt practices may come to light that you were not aware of before. Being careful in this situation and make sure you don't get dragged into the mud along with culprits. In a financial context, if you have been struggling financially, this card indicates that you may be starting to realize the truth of a situation, which is a good first step to resolving. You need to be practical and balanced in your approach. Look realistically at where you can save money and cut costs and do it. Okay. But hey, something don't feel right. Well, the blindfold's coming off from what your reading says, and the truth will come to light eventually. So yeah, definitely trust your instincts on everything, for sure. And hey, thanks for subscribing and being here. We do Tarot Tuesdays. We do a weekly spooky video where I'm either at a cemetery or a haunted location. And once a month, we do an Ohio legend story. So there we go. All right, guys, I got to get ready for work. I had such a nice weekend at Waverly Hills Sanitarium that I don't want to go back to work. It's like I told my husband that I wish I could make money just ghost hunting and I don't have to go back to my factory job because I can't stand it. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you all for being here. I hope you have an amazing week. Come back next week so we can pull another card for you and stay spooky.